Welcome back to the channel, Brawlers. BakuBrad96 here with another Bakugan review. I hope everyone is doing great and ready, because today I'm going to be taking a look at the Bakugan Armored-Alliance Baku-Gear pack for the exclusive Haos Ramparian Ultra and the Trox and Nobilius Fusion. Now, personally, I did buy this set before my YouTube channel had started, so having the opportunity to review it now is really awesome, since I missed out when I first got it. So starting off with the Baku Core included, you get quite a few red or flaming fists, depending on how you want to say it. So one is plus 150 B power and plus 4 damage. One is plus 3 damage, and then fused or fusion Bakugan get plus 4 damage. And then the last one is a plus 5 damage, and then Baku-Gear cost 1 less energy, which is a very good core. And I think this is the second one I have, so very strong. Definitely helps out my Baku-Gear decks. And speaking of which, 1 regular fist plus 2 damage, and then Baku-Gear are 2 less energy, so even better, very nice. Another regular fist, which plus 100 B power, and then Aquas and Dargis get plus 3 damage. Now this is a Baku Core that I don't see a whole lot of, so definitely cool to see it in this set. And then included you do get a few of the blue shields, plus 550 B power, and then Fusion Bakugan get plus 800 B power. Or I believe it's Fused Bakugan get the bonuses. And then last, a regular shield plus 200 B power, and then Fused Bakugan also get plus 200 B power. So not much of a difference on that core. Moving on to the action cards included. So everyone's favorite thing, hashtag we want cards, Spinmaster, please re-release the TCG. The pro game is awesome. So first off, we have a copy of Dargis Bark, 2 energy for plus 500 B power. And then Baku Spin Blast, 3 energy to draw a card, and you get double strike, or give double strike to your Bakugan. A very good card. I do have quite a few of these. It seems like Armored Alliance product, at least that included Pyrus stuff, had this card a lot. And then we do get a Baku-Gear, so very nice with this set. Haos Slashers, 4 energy for 1 Frost Strike. Otherwise, your Bakugan gets plus 400 B power. So not bad at all. I mean, it does kind of help out if you want to have a Frost Strike deck. Otherwise, it's kind of a meh gear card, but not the worst. And then the last action card included is Baku-Gear. So 2 energy for minus 200 B power and minus 3 damage. I did talk about it in my deck profile, but now that I do have the second copy, I will be taking out Solar Wings, which is 2 energy for minus 5 damage, and replacing it with 2 copies of the Baku-Gear. I know it's a little less damage, but it also takes away B power, and again, with Winton on the field, that's minus 400 B power and minus 6 damage. So definitely worth it, in my opinion, to replace. So now it is time for the fun part, and that is the actual Bakugan themselves. Starting things off with Dargis Bakugan, the reboot Stinglash Beast Striker. Haha, I remembered it. So live, I remembered. So the Legacy series did have a B Bakugan, and it was called Beast Striker. This is the reboots version, I assume. But moving along, it does have a blue shield with a green fist core, B power of 600 with 4 damage, and then if you do land on a blue shield, you're going to get a plus 4 more damage. So very interesting. That would get it up to 1250 and 8 damage, which I suppose isn't awful for Dargis. Definitely not bad for Armored Alliance. There are a few stronger Dargis Bakugan now. I'm mainly looking at you, Cornelius, but yeah, really cool. Figure-wise, I have seen this one before, and I think I have reviewed it. I don't know if I kept my Dargis Bakugan, but nonetheless, here it is. Very nice. I think this figure, this design, obviously represents the character very well. It looks exactly like Barbetra, so that is really cool. Even the honeycomb pattern on the wings is just really nice. I like that that tad bit of detail added. You of course have all of the appendages, the stinger, the abdomen. The Bakugan is also, I guess, split apart very well to represent the anatomy, you know, as good as I guess it can. But again, I think it's just a really spot-on design. Shame this was never released in Diamond or Elemental. Have a feeling HM Warrior would like that for the Swarm. But very nice. So to close up, stinger down, I guess the back thing down, put the head in, and then the wings, close everything and hold it together. So that is Dargis Bakugan. Next up, I will save the translucent for last, so going on into the fusions is Vintus Dragonoid and Treacherous. Has a blue shield and a red fist core B power of 600 with 2 damage, and then it takes 10 energy to fuse, but once fused, this Bakugan has a B power of 2000 base, so nothing to laugh at, and then 15 damage again. Crazy strong Bakugan if you can ramp it out and fuse it quick enough. I think it has potential. I'm not sure how though, but I'm sure someone has a degenerate strategy using this Bakugan because it really is OP. I think its fusion cost is what really keeps it in check. But going on into the figure, here is Dragonoid and Treacherous. So probably again another very awesome design, and you know what better of a set to unbox here now that Legends is slowly coming out and Fusion Bakugan are being reintroduced. I mean, just this represents Dragonoid and it has a lot of the key features of Treacherous, which I mean Fusion Bakugan, such a good idea, such a good concept. I'm definitely behind Spinmaster on that one. So very nice figure. To close, feet in, head down, the arms in, followed by the wings, and then lastly the tail. And there it is, all closed up. Very nice. A little bit of looseness with the arms, but that's common with this figure. It doesn't affect rolling at all, I know, because I have this particular one, and it's the same way, but it still opens almost every roll. Now the last fusion included is of course the Pyrus, Trox, and Nobilius Ultra, regular shield and a regular green fist core, B power of 300 with 6 damage, so damage deck winner right here, and then 6 energy to fuse, but once fused, the Bakugan has a B power of 600, which I know, not a lot, very low B power, but 12 damage. So this Fusion Bakugan was certainly meant for a damage wins deck. And it's obvious, you know, you gotta have those mites and those max, the mocks, all that good stuff. Gotta have it all. Damage wins, but really interesting Bakugan as far as design, because check this out. Because it definitely captures Trox, but gives Trox a lot of extra as far as the back half of the Bakugan. You get what I imagine is supposed to represent the wings of Nobilius. Of course, a very long tail with some pattern there, as you can all see. But really, it is all Trox, 100% up in the front. It is the Bakugan Dino. So just really cool design. So to fold up, this one is a bit more difficult. You have the inside legs, and then you collapse those down. The head and front arms kind of fold back. Then you fold everything forward, and then the tail piece wraps all the way around, holding everything in place. And there we have Nobilius and Trox closed. So very cool with the golden Arliss colors there. Very nice. And then the final Bakugan included, which was my favorite Bakugan of this set when I had originally bought it. But I did trade it, so it is nice to finally get it back. And that, of course, is Haos Ramparian Ultra. So a double red fist Bakugan B power of 400 with 7 damage. And then if you land on a red fist, you get an extra boost of plus 300 B power. So if you're using the 250, that gets you up to 950. Really low, but think about the potential as far as damage goes, because you use a plus 6, that's going to give you 13 damage. Under a Mac that you just play for the turn, or a Might of Cindius, you know, the damage wins, and that is a very strong play. And for Haos especially, because Haos Bakugan don't generally have a lot of damage. So yeah, really cool. The stats pretty solid as far as that goes. Not the highest amount of B power, but again, when you're looking at this turtle, it's not always about B power. And I don't think that's the selling point anyway, at least not for me. The selling point for Ramparian for me was when Armored Alliance released, and they released Translucent Bakugan again. Now, these aren't like mythics, these aren't elementals, they're not diamonds. For a little while in Armored Alliance, you did just get Year 2 Translucent Bakugan. I don't think they're going to be doing that anymore because, you know, they have the elementals now, the Nova Bakugan, and, you know, a few more that are just generally translucent. Even on some of the Platinum series, they include translucent plastic. So Year 2 Translucent Bakugan, you know, for Armored Alliance, probably a little on the rare side, which is really cool because they were the first wave of Translucent Bakugan in the reboot. So here is Haos Ramparian as I get through gabbing. Very cool design. Again, another turtle Bakugan. Not as turtly as Turtonium, my favorite, but still, Armored Turtle is cool. Now, it did have some manual pieces. Ramparian's hands in the front can fold around to face forward. And that is it for the manual pieces. And I think I might have spun that completely the wrong way, but there we go. So, very awesome Bakugan. Again, really like the translucence. To close up, you want to put the feet in. Head closes in on itself with the little back parts down. And the tail wraps all the way around to hold everything in, if you can get it to lock, right? With the head, but I can't get it to close. What a fail. There we go. So it finally locked in. There is Haos Translucent Ramparian. Very nice design. Love the paintwork. The colors just pop. And it almost looks like a diamond if you didn't know about Year 2. So very cool. There, of course, is the faction symbol for Haos. And the magnet you can see, which is also really cool. And then the Baku-Gear included. Of course, you do get a little figure representing that, which does activate on the Bakugan. There we go. So I did have it face the wrong way, but when it sets on Ramparian, it looks like so. And then you, of course, have the little peg pieces as well that peg into, I imagine, yep, the side of the shell there. And then you have Haos Ramparian all geared up. Again, the Baku-Gear toy or figure isn't required for the TCG gameplay, but it sure does make your Bakugan look cool when it's all weaponed and armored to the max. But that does it for this review at least. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the throwback to Armored Alliance, because coming up this week I will be unboxing a ton of Bakugan Battle Planet product, and as far as this weekend, I do have one more unboxing planned, and that is Platinum Neo Hydrus. So definitely hit that notification bell so you don't miss this, and leave a thumbs up. But until next time, that's all for this video. Everyone, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan Brawl!